Okay, it is rolling. So, welcome once again to As Above, So Below. Today, I'm back. I know it has been quite a few months since I've done the last English spoken video, but I'm back today to talk about the end of an era. That's right. On the next of 19th November, Pluto is going to transit and stay there for 20 years in the sign of Aquarius. I already done like 2 or 3 videos about this, but I wanted to tell you what is about to end in your life. Since this is the end of an era, we've been collecting several information about corruptions and errors and, disruption that has been happening in enterprises, in politics, in everywhere. Okay, that's what Pluto does. It goes to the dumpsters and collects garbage. And, well, we get to see the ugly, the bad and the beautiful in every single step of the way. So Pluto has to deal with, obsessions and need for control and power struggles. So we have been confronted in the last 15 years what are, what power do I have in the structure that I'm building for my life and for me. Okay, do I want to participate in engaging in these power struggles that have been happening in society? The answer is not engage in power struggles, but acknowledge my own power and the power that I can manage in my own space, in my community, in society. We all have the power to make the world a better place. Okay, so this is going to be the main themes for the next 20 years. Society, community, politics, revolution, independence, science, artificial intelligence, of course, and the limits of all this. Where does begin my rights and where does it end the other person's rights? What are my duties as a citizen? Do I agree with these kind of extreme ideas? What are actually minorities? What can I do to help you? Okay, this is Pluto in Aquarius. So it has to deal with quite extreme ways, and I'm recording this video today because this is the 5th of November. I don't know if you actually ever seen the amazing movie V for Vendetta that talks a little bit about kind of a parallel of what is happening right now in society. The resurrection of the vigilantes and people that want to do justice by their own means and hands. Actually, the South Node right now until January of 2025 is in Libra, and people are feeling that they don't have justice, so they are trying to exert justice in society by all means they find reasonable. So right now, today is the 5th of November and today is election day, so I hope you choose with the best the best choice that you find fit. If I'm talking to you American citizens, I'm Portuguese, so I'm not judging anyone, and I hope in this Pluto return that your country actually makes a positive step into evolution, because it marks your Pluto return. Actually, the last time that Pluto was in Aquarius was during during your Independence Day. So this is going to be a wild ride. It's going to continue to be a wild ride because it's a big country. There's a lot of division, and I hope you all find unity in your own terms. That's it. That's what I hope for the future. Okay, so what it's about to end in your life. I have already here several cards, the Karma cards by Monty Farber. They're just amazing, and I'm going to be really objective with this one. I've chose 3 cards for each sign, so feel free to look into your chart and see what are the main rulers and the main signs If you have a stellium in a particular sign, use that sign, or your ascendant, whatever you see fit. So we're going to begin with Aries. Okay, so because Pluto is going to shift into the sign of Aquarius, there are certain teams that are going to be left alone, or mainly left alone in our own lives. So what is about to happen, what is about to end in your life? This is the end of an era. So what is about to end in your life? So what is about to happen end in your life? Perhaps the sense that you have to dedicate all your time into your career. Perhaps you have changed your career. Perhaps the last 15 years were dedicated to change the way that you see your job, your work. Perhaps you changed your profession. Perhaps you moved into another country. But with all of this, during all this process, you really acknowledge that your success was more something intrinsic yours, just like the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so even if you haven't reached your goal, your dream, you're about to change and shift into the 11th house. Pluto is about to shift into your 11th house, and you're about, the sun is coming behind the clouds, beautiful. And that's what is going to happen in your life. And you are going to change your ambitions. Your networking is changing as well the next 20 years. So what you have accomplished until now is amazing, but you have become more assertive and conscious of your own willpower. So this is the main message. What is about to end in your life is the sense that you have no power and no responsibility whatsoever in your own success, and it's in the hand of other people's. It's in other people's hands. It is not. Okay, it is in your own hands. Okay, that is ending, my friends, and you're about to reach new heights. Next, on to the next one, we have the sign of Taurus. Okay, and this has been, the last 15 years has been in your 9th house. So your spiritual values, your way to see the world, it's just like this hangman. You have changed your perception on things. Perhaps you have traveled the world. Perhaps you haven't traveled the world, but you have haven't been through extreme or really exotic experience that has completely changed your way in perceiving things. Perhaps your spirituality, perhaps your philosophy in life. So right now, the next couple of years are going to be dedicated to deal with your work, your profession, the way it's going to change. The next couple of 20 years, the next 20 years are going to change completely. But now what you believe was true changed completely, and now you have a different way to see the world. There has been some amazing changes, travelings, experiences that have been conducting you into this level of evolution, and now you are ready to invest in your ambitions and in your job. Okay, so that is it. Okay, you perhaps acknowledge that you have the power to go to places, to talk to other people, to make things happen, to go your own way, to go the distance. Okay, now next has been quite an intense year. I feel that the signs that usually have water connected houses, as are the more difficult ones to digest, let's say. And Gemini, this has been like the last 15 years have been like really intense and wild for you. Okay, that's why I put the Hermit in here. So what have you acknowledged? You have acknowledged your own power. Okay, perhaps you have been confronted with life or death situations, and been confronted with, you know, extreme things like toxic connections, sexuality, the way that you feel powerless over certain things in your life. With this, I feel with the Hermit, you have now seen a major change within you, and you have found the light within you. And so you are following the next 20 years are about to be really important, because you're about to completely change the way that you perceive your own connections. You're going to travel. It's the ninth house. You're going to travel. You're going to expand. You're going to dedicate your life more into spirituality or philosophy. You're going to investigate. You're going to do some research. Okay, so you're not going to be just a person that's collecting the information. You're going to follow the information, and you know, and or connecting with it, or teaching it, or changing it, or just leaving it. Okay, because sometimes Gemini is just too much time inside of your own heads, and I feel that you have been dealing with too much. The last 15 years has been quite, you know, life and death experiences have been like really, really intense, and you're about to, you know, feel just, you know, more free, renew completely. It's a new version of yourself, just like you have taken a master's degree into intensity. Okay, and now you're feeling free to feel detached, you know, of certain circumstances in your life, be it relationships or family, or you know, certain things connected to your past. Now we have Cancer, and I've chosen the Justice card because this has been, you know, you have been in quite a ride. On your Pluto has been in your seventh house, and perhaps you divorced, or you married, or you found the love of your life, or you're, you know, have been more cooperative with your partners, and you have found, you know, this sense of justice. So this is about to end certain aspects that you are living for partnerships, and now you are more eager to deal with the intensity and the power that you can, you know, that you can take from these connections. You know, you're about to hit the eighth house, and the eighth house is all about intensity, it's all about research, it's all about dealing with resources, it's all about living and merging with other people, you know, and make things happen. So it's an excellent year to investigate, to research, to make therapy, that's you know, and to merge with other people and be intimate with other people. Okay, that's it. Now, Leo, this has been quite a ride, and I've chosen the Six of Swords. Okay, so what I have to say about this, that you have been dealing the last 15 years with, you know, like turning your back on certain situations. They were too aggressive, and you have taken, you know, certain things and doing things a little at a time. Okay, so I don't know why, but I feel that Leo has been, you know, have been like changing jobs, or changing routines, or changing certain things connected to your health, your routines, the way that you sleep and eat, and, you know, take your life. I feel that, you know, I really feel that Leo has been, you know, has been hit with, you know, a heavy weight, because Pluto is going to transit into Aquarius, and you're going to shift this into the seventh house, and you're going to learn more about relationships, and not feeling that you have to be the center, or entitled to be the center of relationships, but you're also at the same time that you are a service to others. And that's what perhaps you have discovered during this year, is doing something that is, you know, at service to others. You're being creative in respecting your own timing as well. Okay, so perhaps the next 20 years, you are going to be a part of more healthy or healthier relationships and partnerships. So let's go. The next, what is ending in your life, dear Virgos? Perhaps the sense that you cannot be vulnerable, that you cannot be feel like a child, that you cannot this I feel that Virgo, you have been so connected to this sense of enjoyment and creativity. I don't know, perhaps in the last 15 years you decided to have a child, or you perhaps said, no, I don't want children, and you're okay with it. Perhaps you have been, exploring romance or art, or, just having fun with your friends, and or having fun by yourself. I feel that he has been quite healing, doing art or doing things just for the sake of doing things, being creative. And perhaps, that has, perhaps you felt that you had to pursue that sense of passion, even if you haven't found someone. I feel that, the next couple of 20 years, you're going to feel more at ease in respecting your own boundaries, because this is about to shift into your sixth house. So you're going to be a little bit more methodic with, the capacity that you have to separate certain things, and not feeling so dramatically eager to step into the first relationship that you see fit in your life. So I feel that you have been, losing a little bit, and being more fun and outgoing. And now it's time to, change dramatically the way that you insert these kind of, aspects, especially romance. I feel that has been like a quite difficult area for you to process, and you're being a little bit more. I don't know. I feel that you have moved, and you are a little bit more discerning with the way that you want people to behave in a connection, in a relationship. So I feel that you have pursued passion. You want a relationship, but you have pursued passion. So you are attracted to the wild ones. And the next 20 years, it's not going to be so. So pay attention. Next, we have Libra, and I've chosen the Four of Pentacles. That's correct. The Four of Pentacles, because I feel that, during the last 15 years, you have been dealing with certain aspects of your roots, your family, what makes you feel secure, your connections, your emotions, what you did in the past, what your parents and your great-grandparents did in the past. So I feel that you felt a little bit trapped by your own emotions, and the heritage that you received from those emotions and other people in your life, be it your family that you created or the family that you inherited, by blood. But I feel that you have been dealing with so many things. The balance between feminine and masculine inside yourself, the past of your family, the support that you received or not, and what makes you feel secure. So with all this being said, you are ready to transit into the fifth house, that's more connected to being wild and free, and connecting to your creativity and romance, and just being loose. And what is the meaning of being free? What is freedom? So I feel that this is lifting a big weight above your shoulders. And yeah, that's it. South Node is in Libra. It hasn't been easy, but I feel that you are a fighter, so keep on going, okay? So the next one is Scorpio, and I have the Queen of Swords in here. Yes, I do, because what is ending in your life? Perhaps a sense of not being able to translate into words what you really wanted to say. I feel like the last 15 years you have learned to put into words. You have managed to be more to make more a closer connection to other people through your own words, and you have been able to say no without feeling any kind of guilt. I know that Scorpio vibes, and people are going to tell that Scorpio people are ruthless and they don't have feelings. That's not true. They are quite intense with their emotions, and sometimes they can be or not considerate of the other people's emotions, but that's not the case. It depends on the person that you have in front of you. So the third house, I feel that you have been making more short trips and visiting more people and being in connection with your friends, and get your ideas and your creative juices flowing, and making the right connections. So the Queen of Swords is not only being this person that is about to cut a connection or a tie to another person. It's also the person that says, well, I want this way and I want that way, and my mindset is this, and this is what I want. It's the things that I'm doing are they are in completely unison with the things that I'm saying. Okay, so this is a quite amazing connection. I feel that you have started to appear a little more, talk a little bit more, not being so private, acknowledging more things, and sharing with other people. Quite all right. Amazing. So the next one is Sagittarius, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. Don't shoot the messenger, people, but I feel this has been called for because Pluto has, what is happening in your life, Sagittarius, perhaps the feeling that you have to wait, or a burden that is being lifted, because the second house is connected with waiting patiently, having the capacity to save your money. I don't know I feel that Sagittarius in the last 15 years have been learning a lot about money, learning a lot about your value, and acknowledging that good things comes to those who wait. So the next 20 years are all about saying what you think, saying what you will, saying acknowledging your mindset, your ideals, the things that you want to do and say and connect with other people and have ideas and sharing them. So patiently you learn about like saving, and that your value is not the things that you buy or spending your money and your resources. Okay, so you have been patiently waiting for your time, and you will have your time. Okay, beautiful, because this is going to into your third house, and it's going to change your perception and the way that you communicate with others. Next we have Capricorn. Okay, we have Capricorn, and I've chosen the Judgment card because Judgment, hello, is Pluto. So what is happening in your life? Perhaps a sense of identity, okay, that you had in the last 15 years. You have learned to do it on your own, perhaps in a more independent, immediate, but difficult way. You have learned with your own mistakes. Perhaps the way that you project yourself is completely different than the last 15 years. Perhaps your desires, your actions, who you are, who you feel that you were is completely different from now. So I feel that you have, you changed completely in the last 15 years. The way that people perceived you changed as well, and you feel a completely new version of yourself. So kudos to you that, this has been quite a long road since 2008, but you have managed to, get here alive and well. Okay, so tap on the back and, kudos to you. So what is this is ending, there's a part of you. I feel that the first house is also your ascendant, your physicality. Perhaps you change completely your perception, your physicality, your image. Perhaps people of your family died, or someone that really affected the way that you lived your life. There are so many things that could have happened, but Pluto usually does, a dramatic change in people's lives, and I feel that you feel that you are more in power and control of your life than you were before, that you are not a victim of certain circumstances. That's it. Okay, so go ahead. The next 20 years are going to be, completely dedicated to your own value, because Pluto is going to hit the second house. So go for it. Now we have Aquarius, and I've chosen the Ten of Swords. It has to be because you're an air sign. This is the sun in Gemini, but I feel it's completely fit this one. So, Aquarius, what is about to happen to end in your life? Perhaps a sense that you are completely vulnerable to experiences, that your hidden tendencies, your fears, your paranoia, your everything that you have, that you want to push under a rug, that is going to, be that is going to transform your life, that you have no power, you have no personal power. Well, the next 20 years you're going to feel, and you're going to know that you have power of your own life, and you're about to be the number one personality in the world, one of the most important people. So if you have Aquarius if you're a sun sign in Aquarius, have your sun sign in Aquarius, or if you have like a stellium in Aquarius in your chart, know that you are influencing, you're making a big difference in your community. Everyone is doing, but Aquarius are very important people right now. So your faith is, you have been testing, your faith has been tested, and I feel that you have been through some overwhelming events, sickness or paranoia or disruption, or mental illness in your family, or trying to help other people and feel that you are powerless. Know that this is ending. This is going to pass into Pisces, oh my god, that are more comfortable with these kinds of situations. But you have a vision, and you're going to transfer this vision and use it in a very magic and unconventional way, as all Aquarius do. Okay, that's it. Finally, but not, the last, it's at last but not the least. That's it. I don't know. I'm completely, well, it's the end of the day. Okay, give me a break or two. So finally we have Pisces. And Pisces, I've chosen Saturn in Pisces card. This is the Eight of Cups. And well, what happened? What the hell happened here? Well, since 2008, you have been, you've been, floating around a certain circle of friends or networking, and I feel that there are certain peoples that just left. They left the boat. And your ambitions are quite different, and perhaps you have been dealing with certain stuff that has been hanging on, certain situations with friends or circles of friends, or things that are connected to your work. But I feel that you're about to step up and, try to figure out why you feel so dependent on other people. And I feel that, since Saturn was in Pisces in 2000, since the beginning of this year, I feel that you have been much more resilient, much more realistic. You have been, dropping many things and many fake situations and fake friends behind you. So I feel that although you are sometimes indecisive, when people show you who they are and they are not, they are not good influences, it's just, just cut. You just cut with people, and that has been happening. You just let them go. Okay, you just simply let them go. So I feel that you are certain friends and friendships that are ending, connections, associations, perhaps people from a workplace. You have been dealing with, making amends with perhaps platonic situations as well. But now it is time for you to digest some certain things about yourself, so about your unconscious, and that is about to start on November the 19th. So that's it. So this is all I have for you right now, guys. I hope that you have a great week, and this has been helpful for you to manage and have kind of a different perspective, because Pluto is about power. It's about personal power and getting into the heart and of a certain situation in a certain matter. So if you feel that you are always in need of control, that you don't have any control of your life, just look into your chart, see where Pluto is positioned, see what house it is positioned in your south node, and try to do a little bit of shadow working, all by yourself, alone, with the help of professional people. Therapy is also a good thing, because Pluto, it really forces you to look into the the bottom of things. Okay, so it's all about extremes. Pluto is all about extremes. Pluto rules Scorpio, so it's all about the need, the need for control, the obsession, but also the transformation. So Pluto is not only this hopelessness, downward spiral of addiction. It also has to do with transform these energies into personal power, not feel powerless, or the need to control other people or yourself. Okay, so feel free to do some homework, and accept these kind of suggestions, because Pluto is about to hit Aquarius, so that is also a fixed sign, and has to do with community. So if you are not in control of our own convictions and actions, it's going to be more difficult to embrace this challenge together. Okay, so that's it. Many kisses to you guys. See you next time. Bye. Over and out.